Hello everybody, how's it here bringing another video. Today I'm bringing you some more Battlefield 1 gameplay, and today what we're going to be talking about is the new series, which is How to Battlefield. Now, How to Battlefield is going to be where I pretty much go over everything. Today's episode is how to be a scout. Okay, so a scout is obviously the person that I'm using right now in this game clip, and it's basically the sniper rifle class, or in any Battlefield. Alright, so basically I'm going to be going over some tips and tricks and basically what you're actually supposed to do, like your job as a scout, and I'm going to do this for every class and also a few of the extra things and tanks and stuff like that throughout the game. So, today's episode we're actually going to be going over scout, like I said before, your job as a scout, okay? First of all, obviously you're a sniper, so you're going to be picking off other snipers. So if there's someone that keeps sniping all your teammates and they're just trying to get on, like, say, this flag D, you're going to be wanting to take them out. Now, your finger should be pretty close to the R1 button at all times. You should always be able to spot things, just like that tank right there. You should spot everything, because for the most part as a sniper, they won't see you before you see them. For the most part. Now, that doesn't happen every time. People come up behind you and everything, but for the most part. Also, you see the flare gun that I have on my actual thing? What that's actually used for is for helping, like, support tanks, planes, stuff like that, target tanks, groups of people, and on top of that you can catch people on fire. So use that not just as something you shoot across the thing. I mean, use it for stuff like, see, there's a tank battle going on right there. I shot the flare. That lets people know that there's something big going on over there. Alright, so your job basically as a scout is to be like everyone's Overwatch. That's what you want to do. But that doesn't mean that you're just stuck camping in buildings and stuff. You can actually get active as a scout. Now, it's harder to do just because you got a sniper rifle, but you still can. So one of the great things that they have in Battlefield 1 is actually the bayonet charge. So the bayonet charge is probably one of the most effective things that you could ever did for a scout. The reason why, a lot of people's deaths back in Battlefield 4 when they were sniping is because people would get up in their face and they couldn't pull off the quickscope in time. So they were either stuck trying to melee them, or they were just going to try to switch to the secondary and put off shots, which, I mean, that's probably the best thing to do, but the bayonet charge is definitely awesome. As you're going to see right here, he only hit me once. You move so fast, you can bayonet charge, get a few shots off at some other people like I'm doing this. And this is just what you need to work on. Now, also, sniping. Like, sniping is a completely different thing, okay? So, if you want some help sniping, what we're going to do is I'm going to teach you real quick how to snipe. Alright, so the best thing to do is for most shots that you're going to put off, you're going to stick on the 75 meters, but you're wanting to aim for the head. That's where you're wanting to aim for, obviously, because no matter what gun you're using, headshots are always going to be a one-shot kill. Now, if there's people that lay down, what I do if I can't get a headshot off is I aim for the body, because people that lay down, it takes forever in this game to get up. You're going to be putting 2 shots into them, and it's going to be fast. They're not going to have a lot of time to move. Now, occasionally they will get away, but still make sure you spot them, because you're supposed to be helping your teammates too. So as you can see, I'm getting a little bit more aggressive in this gameplay, just to show you that you actually can. You just got to know where to hit them from. You got to know how to flank the enemy. And another tip, this is a huge tip, especially for snipers that like to camp in buildings. When you are sniping, have a kill limit. What I mean by that is, after you kill that many people, you move positions. Okay? If you sit in say that first house that you see me in, if I was in there the entire game, how fast do you think people would recognize that I would always be up there and charge me and I would die? That is a big problem with a lot of snipers on here. They will camp in the same building for so long, and then all it takes is someone for support to drop some mortars on that spot, if it's not in a building, or even if it is in a building, and they're taking you out. And then people get sick and tired of getting killed by a sniper, and then they just rush in there and do it themselves. And like I said, the bayonet charge, as you can see here, is very useful. The grenades that I recommend for scouts to use are the gas grenades, and that's pretty much it. Every single class is going to be the gas grenades, just because they are always like they're always nice. Like you can throw it, it blinds people a little bit. Not nearly as bad as smoke does, but it makes it harder to see through a group. And on top of that, if they run through, it does damage. So you can actually block people off from like getting into a building with you for a few seconds. Now, I don't know what just happened in this part of the game clip. It's like I stabbed the guy while running past him, but didn't kill him. Like it didn't give me the animation or something. But whatever. So whenever you're a scout, that's some of the things you need to work on. I hope that this video did help you. But one more thing before I go, people do not understand what the K bullets are for. The K bullets, which are if you press right on the D-pad, as you can see the bullet symbol, it is actually something that you use on vehicles. So if you have planes or tanks or anything of that nature that are straight up getting in your business, you're not going to be able to take them out with these, more than likely, but you will be able to do some damage on them. But the main use I have for them is because as a scout, you run out of ammo a lot. Okay, you'll find that out real fast, how fast you run out of ammo, especially when you put multiple shots onto one person, which that happens a lot with the scout. You'll end up realizing that them K bullets, sometimes they're good to just switch to every once in a while and get some easy kills, because they do extra damage. And if you hit someone in the chest, more than likely it's a kill for the most part, but I'd still try to aim for the head. Now, also when you're sniping, if you use them, like all these flags that you see, if you zoom in on them, it will actually tell you how many meters you are away. Use that to your advantage and zero in your sight. If you're at a flag and it says that it's 75 meters away, or if it says it's 85 meters away or whatever, don't put your zeroing distance to 300 and try to aim at their chest. More than likely, you're going to fly over their head. Okay? What you want to do is if it's at 85, leave it on 75 and just raise up the crosshair just a little bit. And you actually won't even have to raise it up that much because it's not that big of a difference. I would, to be honest, anywhere between, like, in your face to about 95 meters or so. Maybe even 100. I would just aim right at their head. Which, I mean, it's kind of hard at times to be able to judge it, but just use the flags to your advantage, and they'll help you find out how many meters away they are. So, guys, I hope this video did help. If it did, please leave a like. If you want to see more of these, leave a comment saying yes, which I'm probably going to do them anyway. But if you want to see it, leave a like, too, because that will show me that you're actually interested in it, and I'll keep it going. But that is all I have time for today. So, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe, and as always, this has been Hazard. And I'm out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.